Yo, what's up, people? It's been a while since I posted like an actual good video, but yeah, here we are, and I have a feeling this video is gonna be a banger actually, because I am trying a new editing style, and I'm going slightly unscripted just so it can be like a different feel than my regular videos, because I wanted to try out something new, see how it works. Also, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Like, I cannot thank you enough. It's been less than a year since we started the channel. And for the 1,000 subscriber special, I'm going to be doing a room/setup tour. So be on the lookout for that. That is probably going to be the next video. So thank you so much. Also, if you want to support me, please check out the eBay link in the description. I am selling some keyboard stuff, and that would help me immensely if you buy anything from there. So thank you very much, and let's move on. So before I get any further, I just want to say that this video was meant to be something completely different, so it might be a little bit scuffed, but it ain't good if it ain't scuffed, if you catch my drift. So basically, in this video, I'm going to be modding the RK61 to the best of my ability with only $100. This would not be including the tools, but it will be including the RK61. So the things that I ordered are obviously the RK61 and some Acco Rose Reds, which are an amazing budget switch, some PBT keycaps from Amazon, and an O-ring from Canon Keys that is meant for the Back and Echo 60. And that is pretty much it. I use a bunch of tools also, but we'll get into that when we use them. And also, the mods are going to be a case modification, the O-ring, burger mount, gummy mount, friction mount, whatever you want to call it, mod, tape mod, new switches, new keycaps, PE foam, but that one's going to be optional, and some case foam. So let's get into the modding. Now, the first thing we're going to do is some case modifications. So I'm going to go to a safe place to cut out the case and file down the case. So now that those are done, let's get into the PE foam mod and tape mod. Alright, so here I have the PCB and plate, and you might notice that there are no stabilizers in here at the moment, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But first off, we need to screw apart these screws on the PCB. It holds the PCB and plate together. I'm using my WOW stick, which I definitely suggest. It's a great purchase if you do a lot of keyboard stuff. Alright, so I actually already have the PE foam cut out, but basically all you need to do is cut it out so it fits the plate, and then I also cut out spots for the stabilizers so that way it's not mushy when it hits the foam, and also cut out holes for your screws. I am actually really excited for this build. It's going to turn out amazing. Alright, so now that we have our PE foam installed, we are going to be doing the tape mod, and I also have the tape mod pre-cut and put in the right spot. But the tape mod is really super easy to do by yourself. You literally just grab any sort of tape, really, which you definitely have, and you just put tape on the back of the PCB. Obviously, the PE foam mod and tape mod, they're both going to be very optional. The PE foam mod is going to give it more of a poppy sound compared to clacky, and the tape mod really is just going to bring out the character and make it sound less flat. So the next thing we're going to do is put the switches into the PCB. How about you tell me down in the comments what y'all have been doing lately? I'm actually pretty interested in what y'all like do aside from keyboards, because for me that's going to be basketball and sneakers. I love sneakers and basketball. The day I'm recording this actually is the day of the Eastern Conference Finals, and I want the Boston Celtics to win.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I am wearing a Jason Tatum jersey right now because I really want the Boston Celtics to win. So these switches that we are using are the Acco Rose Reds. I really like these switches, and my video on them actually blew up. It has like 50k views, which is crazy. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, these are probably one of my favorite budget switches, or not even budget switches. They're just my favorite switches in general. And they're budget. They're super cheap. And especially when you lube them. Like, I didn't even lube them that well. I literally just lubed the housings and that's it. And these things go crazy. They sound really nice and they feel really nice too, in my opinion. These are one of the smoothest and poppiest switches that I own. And they're slightly long pull because we are using cherry keycaps. And since these are slightly long pull, that will negate the north-facing interference because the RK61 does have a north-facing PCB. So thank you for that, Acco. Acco is starting to become my favorite company for budget switches, or just budget anything. Like, all of their products are amazing. Alright, so now time for some case foam. Right here I have the case that we modified. I took out the standoffs, took out these little extra pieces inside the case, and filed the USB port. And really, I just use packing foam for case foam. All this is gonna do is make it sound less plasticky, which is great in my opinion. I do not like plastic sounds. And now for the O-ring. And what we're doing is we're putting the... oh shoot! So, real quick, we are going to put in some stabilizers. Now, recently, I figured out, like, you don't really need stabilizers on your keys aside from your spacebar. So, I have my spacebar stabilizer right now. I just put it in. And I have one housing up here because of the O-ring, which is going to go around the PCB and plate, and it's going to basically sandwich the O-ring, and it's going to friction mount it inside of the case where there's no screws. It's kind of like the Back and Echo, because this is literally a Back and Echo O-ring, and you just push it down and it makes it sound great, and it's bouncy, which is amazing. So yeah, like I was saying, I modded the spacebar with the plug the butt mod.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And it sounds amazing, but I don't really need any stabilizers for the rest of the keys. They sound fine. Like you'll see in the sound test, it's perfectly fine. But before the sound test, we need to put on the keycaps. Now, these are some keycaps that I found on Amazon for like $25 because I was kind of out of money when it came to the time to buy keycaps. These are really good quality for some budget PVT cherry keycaps. And we are done. I am very happy with how this keyboard turned out. It is amazing for $100. And I'm going to give you a quick small sound test right now. And at the end of the video, there will be a full sound test. So as you could hear, this keyboard sounds amazing, especially for a $100 keyboard. It just goes crazy, bro. Like, honestly, this is probably one of the best keyboards you can get for $100. So if you're getting your first keyboard, I would definitely do this. If you're thinking of doing this, I would definitely do this. Like, this is your sign to pull the trigger. This is so amazing, and it's bouncier than like my back and echo somehow. I don't know how that is, but it's bouncier than my back and echo. It's not flexy, but it's bouncy. Like, you can feel the keyboard coming back. And I definitely think this is very beginner friendly. It's not very hard to do, as you just saw me do it, and you don't even have to do as many mods as I did. You could really just switch out the switches. But that's all for now. There's going to be a full sound test at the end of the video. Watch out for the 1,000 subscriber setup / room tour video. And if you want to help me, check out the eBay store in the description. But that's all for now. Peace out, guys.